up, guys? This is Jess Seaver.
Hi, this is Hajrolda Bell. How did I get started here at North Haven CrossFit? I'm going to begin and then I'm going to let you take the stage. So I started about 7 years ago in January at the old gym when we were over at 65 Old Broadway East. The original location. I remember North Haven CrossFit had a competition. I think it was one of their first non-RX competitions, and I was bartending at the Hard Hat, and it was a Saturday. It was around like 5 o'clock, and all of a sudden a whole bunch of very fit, very happy, very loud people just walked into my bar, all ordering water, getting wasted off of water, Kurt Garceau. But anyways, with that being said, I was like, where are all these people coming from and what do they do? And of course, you know, everyone told me what they did. It was CrossFit and that I should join ASAP. I was a little hesitant at first, but the more I got to know the people, the more I got to know the community, definitely became interested myself. I walked into the gym and Warren actually let me sit down and sit out and just watch a class. So I watched a whole entire 5:30 class go through their skill, their warm-up, their skill, and then the workout, and then their cool-down, and I was pretty hooked. So I signed on for on-ramp shortly after, and then right when I was done on on-ramp, I went right to unlimited classes, and I've been hooked since. I started coaching about a year after that, and then here I am. Still here. Still enjoying it. Jessica?
Well, I guess I started 3 years ago. Actually a little more than 3 years ago. I joined a week before the Opens, and I got thrown right into the Opens. I was a member of another gym previously, and me and actually the OG crew, Eric Merrill, we got Mario, we got Rob and Rachel, and we all kind of walked in at the same time.
Mike Shaver.
Mike Shaver, you're right.
Yeah.
I forgot. Sorry, Mike.
We're looking for you.
MIA. Got thrown into it, and I guess like the moment I walked in, it was nothing but fuzzy feelings, warm hugs, open arms. Okay, everyone kind of made me feel a part of the family already, despite I wasn't as talkative. But yeah, so I kind of got, then I kind of got thrown through the Opens, and I got hooked, you know, being a previous athlete playing softball. You know, I'm so used to being part of a team or part of a community that this kind of replaced that and more. So I haven't left. Sorry, and I'm not leaving.
It's okay.
Favorite WOD?
Favorite workout?
Oh, man. Oh, I got it. 12 Days of Christmas. Fran's not so bad either, but 12 Days of Christmas for sure.
Yeah, I thought you were going to start with Fran for sure. For me, I would have to say it's a toss-up between DT or Grace. Anything that involves me standing in one spot and just moving a barbell, I'm okay with. When I got to start to go from place to place is not my thing. So, DT.
I do. I do have bruises on my arm.
What
to
is
be honest
that?
with you, I think they're from the rings. I'm not doing so. I have bruises. I have cuts. CrossFit.
It happens.
Favorite movement? That's a tough one.
I would like to say, all right, so favorite movement. Are we talking lift or are we talking gymnastics?
Could be either or. Name one of each.
I would have to say the clean is my favorite lift for sure. I mean, I will never say snatch because it just drives me insane. I don't think there's anyone in here.
Mine's snatch.
I just really like actually any of the Oli lifts. There's always so much room for improvement, just like anything else in CrossFit, but definitely the Olympic lifts. There's just so much technique involved. There's only so far strength will let you get to, and then that's when you got to kind of step in or step back and actually pay attention more to your technique and drive. And there's always going to be room for improvement, which is awesome. And then gymnastically, I would have to say handstand walking because it's been one of the biggest challenges for me in my CrossFit career. I have so much more to grow and do. And just when you figured out handstand walking, now Dave Castro throws a ramp in there, and then there's parallettes and all this other stuff. So I definitely want to see where that takes me.
So I like to snatch. Snatching is probably my favorite movement, whether it's from the ground, my knees, or power snatch. And gymnastics wise,
Still from the ground.
Oh, same thing. Thanks for correcting. Then I don't know. It's a torn between muscle ups and handstand walk. Might be handstand walk because I probably walk better on my hands than I do on my own 2 feet.
That is true.
Definitely. Best memory at North Haven CrossFit. Can you go first?
I'll go.
Okay.
Yeah. So my favorite memory for North Haven CrossFit was actually pretty early on in my journey. It was when, so I joined CrossFit in January, and shortly afterwards the opens started again, and just like Jess said, I got thrown into it. I remember I was pulling into the gym and Kurt was like, "Just sign up for the opens," and I'm like, I have no idea what that is, but I signed up and I got my first toe to bar, I got my first this, my first that, my first double under, kind of everything just all happened at once. And I remember shortly afterwards, the North Haven CrossFit team that at the time the regionals athletes had found out that they had made it to regionals, and they were kind of heavily into their training and, you know, doing their own thing. And I looked over there and I would see them and I would admire them and look up to them and wanted to be just like them, of course. And I just remember watching Shannon work really, really hard every single day on her strict handstand push-ups, and she was struggling for sure. And, you know, we're watching her, everyone's cheering her on, and then there's things that you say, whatever, you know, if she doesn't get it, the team will be able to pick it up. And that being said, regionals came. It was my first time going up there. I think this was while I was still up in Boston. And I remember the workout came out and she walked over there and she got upside down, and I think she did like 7 strict handstand push-ups, and that was 7 more that she could do 2 weeks ago. And I'm pretty sure I started crying at that moment, and I didn't even know her that well, but I was very proud of her and it was very motivating. And that's when I realized I wanted to be out on that floor and making myself proud of every single day. So thanks, Shannon, and thank you, NHCF.
Favorite memory? Kind of hard to choose. I feel like every day there's a new memory in the making. But honestly, probably my first day walking through the doors is, like I said, you know, you don't meet, I've done drop-ins before, and you realistically cannot beat the community that we have. Especially, like I said, I walked through the doors and it was open arms. Immediately I felt like I was part of the family, whether I knew your name or you knew my name, but I just felt like a part of the community. And again, going back to the opens, my first opens was you saw people not yelling at each other, but yelling of encouragement, like encouraging words, like whether you're finishing the workout or not, there's someone always there encouraging you to work harder, to keep going. You know what I mean? Like whether you can't breathe or you're on the floor, hey, you're doing great, you know, keep it up. And I just think that's honestly a memory that'll continue to in the making. Keep going. Fave cheat meal.
Pizza. My favorite cheat meal is
so
always going to be pizza. I do everything for the pizza.
Honestly, I'd go for like a loaded, like big burger and fries. Maybe a shake on the side with some whipped cream. If we're, you know, realistically, that's what I'm craving.
It's got to be modern pizza.
I don't know. There's got to be like, it definitely has to have barbecue sauce on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Head to head, who wins? I can't read that part.
Head to head, who wins a game of Twister? Is this game head to head between Jess and I? That's very difficult.
I don't know.
Are we on the same
I'm closer to the
board?
ground. I might have a little bit more of an advantage.
I definitely think her.
I could definitely make some moves.
100%.
Boom.
Not fair.
Now it's like going to be like a broad jump. I lost. Best thing about each other.
Oh. You want to go or you want me to go?
To be honest with you, in the short period of time that I've been here, definitely developed the quickest relationship with Haj, and it's been growing ever since. And it's been growing ever since. And I don't know, I'm just lucky to have someone to not only push me inside the gym, but outside the gym as well.
Same. I definitely think from the beginning we kind of gravitated to each other very quickly. For me, I remember when I got hurt, it was very difficult for me to kind of take a step back and watch all my friends get better while I just kind of like was right there because I couldn't do anything. But I really appreciated you modifying workouts and doing them with me, so that way I had a gauge of where I was at endurance wise and everything. And ever since then, I've just been always kind of very thankful in everything that you've done for me, both outside and inside of the gym. I'm definitely a better athlete because of this one.
Same. Well, guys, thanks for joining us. Okay, it's Haj and Jess. Tune it out. Check it out.